What's happening, guys? Fallen from OTB here, coming at you with yet another video. We do have the latest of wars, the one that had just ended yesterday. I have not gone over this yet, and I figured I would do one final video before the flu overtakes me as it had overtaken everyone else in my household. Now, me being the last victim, I'm about to go under for a few days, so I thought I would just get this out while we still can here. We will jump into these attacks immediately here. Let's get started. Starting at the top, Don. All right, boy, has he proven himself lately. He's really done an awesome job, and he is kind of taking on this new strategy of a lot of people are doing the hero or like the queen walk or queen charge into these. However, we're not having to do the queen charge. We are just gonna blimp bomb it, take out the whole town hall area. I've found so many issues lately with trying to get a queen to walk in the right direction, since there's just so many buildings these days, and it's really hard to keep track of. I'm losing my queen constantly, and I'm getting no value from those heroes. However, he just does a really simple wizard bomb, or blizzard, or whatever you want to call it. And an Icehound in the CC is a very interesting choice, but he has got the Arch to be able to pull everything out. We've got the heroes sectioned away from the rest of the base. So this is going to allow him that opportunity to be able to take out all those heroes separately and taking them down, and then not have to worry about the heroes on having to deal with the hogs or the rest of the attack coming through here. So everything is looking good so far. Really, we have plenty of troop space dedicated to sending in those masses with the miners and the hogs. With the warden, and we're going to be able to strategically drop that warden ability probably sometime around soon when everything gets hit. Everything's good. Here we go. We've got that ability down. Still one heal to go, and we have 3 freezes because we're not dedicating it to all of those rages that are required for the Queen Walk. Everything's just slowly being taken down here, and that final heal is dropped on the back end where there are less troops back there. Maybe we were expecting more troops to be alive at that point, or things to be able to push over there. That's okay though, because we have single target infernos and a lot of targets to take down with those miners and hogs. So it's just going to be able to overwhelm the base, and I'm going to hurry this up here because that is just the corner of the base. That was a lot of guys just went on vacation right there and sent them all out of town. Dropping that strategic. We still hung on to all those loons. Sure, let's use them for cleanup. Really good job here, Don. He seems to be using this attack more and more often, and I think we're seeing a lot of good success with it. I like to be able to see that attack still working. So off to number 6, DP's got his spot in the spotlight here. Sorry about that. This is not planned at all. I'm doing the best I can. So here we have kind of an island division base where things are just running around like crazy over here. He's put together a nice little spam strat of some things, leading with some bowlers, and we got some yetis there to kind of lead the way, and then we got some witches. We got super wizards to be able to AoE kill everything, and then a nice little log roller that's going to work our way to the destined town hall. A lot of loons in that CC. We'll be dropping that poison hopefully soon. There it is. Everything's been slowed down. Those golems are moving forward. Witches are doing what they need to do. The log roller's going to be able to get through to the town hall. So that is nice that opportunity and that pathing has been open. And look what those wizards are doing to the core there. Everything's getting taken down extremely well and conveniently. We have some smaller amounts of troops, but in the masses heading over to that town hall. And he did rule number 1 for an attack like this is he brought a nice couple freezes for that back end if we need it. He was able to just use 1 on the town hall and then 1 on that monolith. That's going to be doing a lot of damage to his heroes and things like that. Working around that outside and slowly but surely taking down those leftover pieces of the base here. The heroes are still alive. That's nice to see. Being healed up ever so slowly. King goes down here finally. However, everything is still healthy enough to be able to get the job done. We may have barely gotten the job done, but that's all it takes these days. That's really how it goes. Really nice job there, DP. Good to see you on the list, sir. All right, we will continue. Number 7. Oh, guess who it is? Tama's come back. The 3-point attack. We're seeing it again. So, goal number 1, try and take out that scatter shot. If you can do that with your Warden, then life is going to be really good. If you can take down a big old secondary defense like either another scatter shot or the Eagle Artillery with the Flinger, that's a wonderful objective there. And then I'm going to guess that maybe the Queen's going to go over here to the left, and we're just going to hopefully push forward. We will see exactly where... Oh, Queen's going to start at the top. Little Tesla farm up there. That's good. Everything's working its way here nice. He's got that a lot of damage going over onto that the Grand Warden, so we are going to get him to hurry up and kill those defenses as quickly as possible. A lot of damage on the Queen right now, and misses the healer. Oh, they're barely keeping him up. Is he going to use it? Probably right here on the... There it is. So, interesting position because he's going to be able to take down that Town Hall with ease still. Just requires a rage. That's totally fine. Everything's going to get done. And we have a nice little section here going forward. So we're going to be able to make sure the Queen is taken care of and healed through that terrible poison and all those horrible, horrible things that are happening as well. We're able to freeze the heroes plus the CC right there all together in one heal spell. Queen does go down, but the healers are going to join the party, and that is nice to see because he's got, I believe, 7 healers. So, now down to maybe 5. And that's one thing that is that 6 even? That's a lot of healers going on there. Super Bowlers are just going to be able to pummel everything else that's left, and that's why this is really nice to have down here. That scatter is, or the flinger, is going to really do a great job while all your other troops are working together. So, Super Bowlers are able to head into that final compartment right there. Everything else is wide open. Love the idea. He continuously has used 2 dragons and 2 loons in his CC. I think that has been working out probably better than anything, at least in his attack. I've seen uses for other things, but to have those air troops there for purpose of cleanup, because you're using you are using the flinger to take care of as much as you can. And having those dragons take it down, maybe a few defenses and kind of clean the ways for the rest of the troops is awesome. And we have ourselves another dead base. Once again, still using this attack, still working. Others have tried. Not everyone's able to take it down the way that they want to. Here's an awesome hit by Ant, showing back up again, the Super Bowlers. I think everyone has a great way that this is working. Now, Ant is going with the 4 healers, so he can get a little extra power across the field. Typically, that means you can add in a couple Yetis and things like that to be able to support your Flame Flinger. And he's going for this Town Hall kill with the Flinger, which is what I see as probably the most useful option. If you can manage to get the pick, that is just so useful. But that's where you have to use Yetis, because typically there's things like traps, bombs, Teslas, horrible things that happen down there that can really screw up your chance to kill that Town Hall. So usually at this point he's kind of working along with the Grand Warden, heading, I'm going to guess he's going to head north here. And probably take out, he's going to be heading straight at the monolith. That's the goal. Get that taken down first before anything else. Unfortunately, that's a single target Inferno there. That is going to do some damage to getting that start of tanky troops in there. But needless to say, it's going to be handled just fine. We'll probably be dropping a rage. There it is. Here we go with the monoliths. So here's where we have to make that decision. Do we want to use Warden ability early, or are we going to want to hang on to him till later? He's going to use it at a perfect time. Everything is under that poison there in the middle. All the troops are moving forward. And how could you be upset with the amount of damage those troops are doing all across? I mean, they're shooting things in every direction, and every little corridor is dying. That's more than enough you could ask for. The Walrus has done a really good job. That second jump is in there, able to kind of make things work out going into that second part. At this point, you've got the Royal Champ was up there, kind of working its way across the top the whole time. That's working well. Royal Champ was with the Phoenix, so the RC is not going to be dying at all today. Really good job as I'm struggling to breathe over here going through this. But things have worked really well. That attack has worked extremely nicely. And we continue to see that over and over again from multiple people now in the clan. So, awesome job there. Spartacus does fall. Moving on, we've got new. So, number 11, another island base. He's going to be doing the hybrid attack with the Queen Walk. So, we can see how that works with things. Started king down at the bottom for funneling purposes. Everything's just kind of working its way nice and actually quickly for this case. The king was there to target or to be able to tank the front lines for that flinger to be able to get in there. And here we're going to try and rage those rage the bombs up in there and try and take care of business at the town hall area while making sure that all the other troops are safe. Queen's going to be able to pick that up very nice and easy. She'll be under fire here shortly when that, if that poison is ever accounted for. Second rage is dropped in there. So you can clearly see here this whole section of the base is taken care of. Things are handled very, very nicely here. Queen may have to use her ability shortly after losing that one of the healers. That's always bad. Or two of them, I kind of forgot. But we're sending in the troops here to be able to kind of lessen the load and make things a little bit easier on the Queen and allow everything to work together, kind of spread the tanking out there. So we have actually three heal spells to be able to use. The second heal is going to go down here, I believe, in a second. Yep, so kind of leading the troops into that corner, and then I wouldn't be surprised if we're just going to kind of stay with them and see how far they can get. Use that. A lot of them had kind of moved away and done other things, and so we really can't do much about that as they're kind of pushing their way around the outside. That's fine because Queen is still alive. She'll be able to get at least up to the king, unless the king locks on, at an early time. Hopefully the timing can be perfect and we'll get there right at about that time, so everything is hitting at the same time. Sure enough, that king is going to lock onto her and do away with her very soon, but those healers are going to come and help support, and this is going to be kind of funny how they're going to try and heal through some of these miners that are hitting through there right now. It all helps. So whether they're helping to tank the miners or they're helping to tank other things. Here we go as we speed things up. It was a close one, but we got it done. And they're still showing to be really powerful. So and he's I still don't have max miners. I don't know what I'm thinking. But I'd love to see that attack used more and more from people because it does seem to be effective. So, all right. So we're in our final stretch of attacks. T's going to get some more love here because he has completely done it. This is his spam strat with the bats that are going to be coming in here across the side of the base. Instead of using a blimp bomb, he's going to just be sending a very typical log launcher here to try and make it all the way to the core. You really don't need to do a blimp bomb if you have that much troops with AoE ability. They're just roasting all the defenses around them. So, why ruin something that's their point is to do AoE damage. So everything's moving forward here just fine. We've got the heroes in the middle, able to pick off those single target infernos. That's a lot of damage coming in on anything that made it to the core. We do have to deal with a lot of those super minions that are going to be causing a lot of damage. Things are going to die here in the core, but on an attack like this, it's all about what's working around each outside area. And but that single target inferno has done a lot of work on things, and it's almost at a point where you get nervous. You're wondering when and if it's going to be as effective. But then these bats are able to get in there and support, and they're taking out the big things like the scatter shot. Well, still those few E-Titans are in there to do their job with Diggy, of course. And they just can't be stopped. There's no AoE other than those whiz towers. Are they going to be able to take it out? At this point, it doesn't matter. It's so funny how they can die so quickly to those bats die to like a whiz tower. And then here we have big old tanky troops moving in there to get the job done. King still has his ability, by the way, so that's definitely done, taken care of. Busted through the wall, big swords in hand, and they're there to drive it to freedom. T does it again. Awesome job, man. I'm struggling, guys, so I'm glad we're getting down here to the end. Did I do something different? No, of course I didn't. So this was a blimp bomb to beat the band here. We have everything is going to push in. Oh, we got angry children. Everything is going to push in here right now. I was able to use the lava hound. We're going to get to that little crack right next to where the monolith is living. And we survived just long enough to get there. This is just a really standard blimp bomb. Everything is just going to get shattered. Let's count the percentage that we get here from this. So many things are dying, and this is breaking the base literally in half. So I'm just so impressed with when you can be able to use this. It's really nice to be able to blimp bomb all these things around. So you're now you've basically broken the base in half. Lots of value with that, almost 30% from that. Plus they took out about half the CC. Now here we're just pushing in the heroes here into the bottom, making sure that they're going to be able to take out those super minions. So that's their job. I'll be pushing the RC over to the other Inferno Tower, and then that's going to just leave this very last top part of the base left. And that's what the Dragon Riders specialize in, is when you can get just a little section of the base to kind of have them sweep through. Defenses are close. I still have the Warden, so really you drop these bad boys and you have your Warden ability to, when things start to get a little funky, like right soon is going to be a time to use that to make sure that they're absorbing. We're going to launch that. Hopefully now, there it goes. Just enough to make sure that we get that spread across all those big defenses. And once those are dead, it just doesn't matter. As long as you have some things that are alive. Lots of loons left. I almost used too many loons there. I don't know what I was planning for. Oops. And that's it. It's just it's a race against the base at this point. Queen works away on the outside. Still has the ability. Oh, someone was trying to call me. I don't know who that was. I don't know what was going on there. Boom. Oh, can't do it. Can't do it, Dad. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. He keeps calling. Okay. And Master T does another one. This time we get to see some Super Bowlers from him. I believe this is maybe the last hit. I don't know. I believe it is. It's about all I can handle. It's starting to kick in. The flu is overcoming me. I don't know if I'll make it out alive here. Dropping the healers down over there to assist with the queen. Got so many little, so many balloon traps up there. Finally, things are going to be able to push in, so that's really cool because he's got the scatter. That's going to be able to take out, most likely get to the Inferno, maybe get started on the Monolith either by the time the troops get there, or by the time that scatter one, or that the Flinger will die. So we'll see. And then he got a nice little hole to be able to push those troops into here into the core. So that is exactly what he does as that town hall goes down. Always dangerous sending those sending healers around where the town hall is, because people always bait trap that with black air mines, and things just get really ugly. Oh, he keeps trying. I don't know. I gotta finish the video here. It's very important. There it goes. There we go. Hey. Nope. All right, guys. Now everyone knows my personal life. It just keeps going. Just recording it all right here live for everyone to see. Healers do get stuck on a couple bowlers going around the outside, so that damage there in the middle. Really, we're still just concerned about that monolith and the eagle, which are living there right next to each other. And keep in mind that the monolith can reach, so it is a race against time here. Oh, a super dragon coming out of there. Are we going to be able to deal with that? That's actually scary. For Super Dragon is going to take that out. The damage is very doable. So that's awesome to be able to see that work out there. Healers are finally going to go down until they attach onto the the Royal Champ. Royal Champ is doing everything possible with Diggy to be able to take out that Inferno and those extra little skeletons. Can anyone tell how much I'm struggling today? It's everything. It's personal life and all these other matters at the same time. Finally, they're going to try and get in there, help clean up with help of those headhunters. The headhunters get in there and do a great job to take that out. And there's really nothing left to be able to pose a threat to the remaining troops. Those bowlers took forever coming around the outside. That was quite annoying. When they do take that walk at you, the attacks usually don't work out, at least the ones I do. Okay, is this the last one? Oh, there's two more. Well, we'll see. We'll see how far we get. Fresh with the bowlers, I'm sure. Yes, sir. He does the bowlers leading with the golem. Golem with the upgrade in Town Hall 15 is a really smart idea. So I like to see that working for him. And everything is coming through here very nicely. Hopefully what we'll be able to see is, really nice placement here to make sure that that eagle goes down. The flinger is just so great at being able to take out a huge defense that you can really position for it. You know, with the use of Yetis, they're going to set you up really nicely to be able to get a nice placement for your flinger. Then all you really have to do is you have two options. You have you can work either direction with the Grand Warden to help pick off those extra defenses. He does what I like to do. I love to use Rage during that Warden walk because things go just so slowly. And if you're burning through an Expo and a scatter shot, you're really going to need that time, especially if you're trying to make your attack around that 2-minute mark. You do need some help sometimes. So here I'm wondering, I think he's just going with the early deployment, and we're just going to get things in there here right away. And that's fine. Some people are going to want to go for the scatter, or try and take out the scatter early enough. Get the poison over a good portion of those troops. That's totally fine here. We're going forward. Finally, the monolith is locking on. Keep in mind, fat things tend to get ahead like King, so you always have to make sure and get a freeze off on that monolith, especially if King is, with the intent of pushing forward. There is a poison on the attacking troops there as well, which can make things a little interesting. However, at this point, those healers have caught up with the bowlers. When healers do attach to the bowlers mid-attack, that's when you're going to see these attacks work. As long as they're able to keep them alive through a majority of those defenses, they've already done their job right now. Now everything is just chaos spreading out across the distance here. So we're doing really good keeping that going. And you cannot complain about that. Really good job there, Fresh. As the final things go down, finally the flinger explodes into those Yetis that bust out of there. Excuse me, guys. Okay, last attack. Oh, let's get it. Too much talking today. Okay, more simple base, but I do remember seeing this. So Fresh, same style of an attack. It is a little simplified here, so what I'll do for the interest of time is I will speed this up a little bit. So we got those Yetis in there. they've tanked for the mortar. They're going to be able to take out the single target Inferno in time. And the Warden, which is the Minecraft Warden, I love that, is going to be able to get maybe up to where they'll be pushing in there at the scattershot slash eagle artillery section. And the way that these bowlers work, that core is gonna. We'll keep an eye on the core here. Actually, this is the three-part attack, kind of. He's kind of pushing things over here. Still gonna do the same thing. This is a symmetrical base, so boom, that core is just dead almost in one toss of those bowlers. One scatter shot or two scatter shots left. Now it goes down. Nice Minecraft theme for the heroes there. I love it. And everything is going to push in here. Once again, those healers have locked onto the bowlers correctly, so that means they are going to stay alive long enough. Things are not going to be posing a threat, and really just run over the base here. So that's a fantastic job, you guys. I've done as much as I can do for recording recent wars. A lot of strats to look after. I will be back to do more videos, but they probably will be more spread out. I will hope to maybe do one next week. So we'll see how it goes if I'm feeling better. And yeah, we'll end it at this point, you guys. This is Fallen from OTB signing off.